Takulandirani ku AMTV Malawi kuchimake kwa nkhani zenizeni. Ngati nkhani imeneyo kuno kulibe, dziwani kuti nkhani imeneyo ndi yabodza.
Interventions and then move to the next ministerial statement. I submit.
Thank you, Leader, for that guidance. Honourable members, before we left for health break, I had recognized Mzimba Northeast. Yes, I have the floor, Madam.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker, for giving the people of Mzimba North an opportunity to ask questions and contribute on the matter that was raised by the Honourable Minister of Foreign Affairs. First, to thank the Honourable Minister for the work that he's doing in ensuring that our brothers and sisters who are stuck in South Africa come back home. And I just wanted to register that on the 15 people who had died on the bus, 3 of those were coming from my constituency, specifically from Karuhoro, and 1 of the 3 was a pregnant woman. And I just wanted to find out, Honourable Minister, in terms of social-psychological support that you're giving to those that are coming back. Just last week, I read in one of the social media outlets that 1 person had committed suicide immediately after their return. So clearly, there's need for us to give social psychological support to our brothers who are coming back from South Africa, but also to find out from you, Honourable Minister, from those that died on the bus accident, what measures has government done to ensure that these people are compensated? Because we know that these buses have insurance, but usually what happens is that those that can't follow up are never compensated. I wanted to find out, in terms of compensation, what is the government doing to ensure that these people are compensated by the owner of the bus? But also to ask government, in terms of economic impact that we have. I think Olilongwe Mpenu did touch on that matter, that this is going to affect the country a lot, because there are quite a number of Malawians who are working in South Africa who contribute a lot to the economy of this country. So definitely this will affect us. But all is not lost. What is it that we're going to do as a country to make sure we use our brothers and sisters who have come back? Because some of them have acquired very important skills whilst in South Africa. There are others who are now plumbers. There are others who are now drivers. They've acquired quite a number of skills, which are very, very important. Whilst we as a country are trying to have an environment that is going to make sure we absorb all of them, but we all know that that is not going to be easy, looking at the economic situation that our country is going through. I also wanted to find out that, is there any possibility of you, Honourable Minister of Foreign Affairs, having discussions with other countries who will take some of these formally, so that they are able to go? For example, last time we had an opportunity when we had traveled to Turkey as a committee. In Turkey, they're saying that they want a lot of builders, they want a lot of welders, they want a lot of plumbers. What is it that we're doing to make sure we use those opportunities to actually make sure some of our brothers who have acquired these skills are accommodated in those areas, whilst we are also creating a conducive environment back home to make sure that these people become productive? Because as a country, we have human capital, which is a very important factor in production. So whilst we're doing that, I'm sure it's also possible for us to try and see other avenues of how we can get these people to work with the skills that they have acquired. And the Minister of Labour I don't know what you've done in terms of doing an audit on the skills that these very people have, so that we know we have, for example, 1,000 of those that are skilled in painting, for example. What is it that we can do to make sure we use them? I also just wanted to find out that we're a member of SADC, and obviously quite a number of countries in the SADC region have been affected by what is happening in South Africa. What is it that SADC is doing to ensure that we have a dialogue with our colleagues in South Africa? I know it looks like it's very difficult to get them to understand the importance of them living peacefully with their neighbors, but I'm sure as a region we'll have more power if we can speak as a group, let alone African Union. What is it that they're doing to make sure that they're just not looking at the big brother bullying all of us because they feel that we are smaller brothers or something? What is it that SADC and African Union is doing in this regard? Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Speaker and Honorable Minister, thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Zimba Northeast. Chitipa Chendo, point of order.
Right Honorable Speaker, the system recognizes me as Chitipa Chendo, but I'm room central. I think they'll fix this. The UTM party has taken note of the ministerial statement regarding the repatriation of Malawian nationals from South Africa. We commend the government for taking immediate steps to ensure the safe return of our fellow Malawian citizens during this difficult time. However, while repatriation is necessary, it must not be mistaken for a lasting solution. The fundamental question that demands an honest answer is,
but honorable member,
why are so many Malawians risking everything
you, Chitipa
to seek?
You stood on a point of order, unless you didn't come for training. What came on my screen was a point of order. That's why I called you, because I thought it was a point of order. I'll let you continue, but on our members, we have to know our gadgets. If it's a point of order, you know what you're supposed to do. If you are raising your hand, you also know what you're supposed to do. So I'll not entertain questions or debates through point of orders. Proceed.
That is taken, Mr. Speaker. The fundamental question that demands an honest answer is, why are so many Malawians risking everything to seek opportunities outside our own country? The answer is simple. It is because of unemployment, poverty, and limited economic opportunities continue to push thousands of our young people to leave Malawi in search of better life. Many of them do not leave because they want to. They leave because they feel they have no choice. The jobs that many Malawians undertake in South Africa, whether in construction, agriculture, security services, hospitality, domestic work, transport, small-scale trading, or manufacturing, are jobs that can and should be created here at home through deliberate and practical economic policies. UTM, therefore, calls upon government to move beyond crisis management and begin addressing the root causes of economic migration. We propose the following measures as UTM. Launch national job creation program focused on labor-intensive sectors such as agriculture, agro-processing, construction, tourism, mining, and manufacturing. Small to medium enterprises need support by providing affordable financing, reducing unnecessary taxes and bureaucracy, and creating an enabling business environment for entrepreneurs. Invest in skills development through vocational training, as well as creation of industrial parks and colleges for young people to acquire skills that match the much needed industry skills, as well as promoting industrialization by establishing markets and incentives for local and foreign investors to manufacture goods right here in Malawi rather than importing finished products. Also strengthening agricultural value chains to create employment in food processing, storage, packaging, and marketing instead of exporting raw products. To develop a comprehensive reintegration program for returning citizens by offering business startup support, skills recognition, counseling, and employment opportunities so that they can build and rebuild their lives with dignity. Expand public works and infrastructure projects that create immediate employment while improving roads, irrigation systems, schools, hospitals, and other essential public infrastructure. As a nation, we must stop exporting our labor because we have failed to create opportunities here at home. Every Malawian deserves the chance to earn a decent living without being forced to leave their family and country. UTM believes that Malawi possesses abundant human talent and natural resources. With visionary leadership, sound economic management, and policies that prioritize production and job creation, our country can provide meaningful opportunities for its citizens. As I conclude, Mr. Speaker, sir, we stand ready to support every genuine effort aimed at creating jobs, restoring hope, and building an economy where every Malawian can thrive without being compelled to seek survival beyond our borders. Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to say thank you for allowing me to speak, and definitely the feedback has been taken, and next time I'll definitely do it as it should be. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to clarify. Room P Central, right? Are you sitting on your seat? Because in the system it's showing Chitipa Chendo. Yeah, I think they want you closer to the border. Our technicians will have a look at that and sort that out. I don't know, leader, should I consider that one as a question, or I should take one more?
Right Honourable Speaker, I think I did guide that the last two interventions were the last, and meanwhile, I wanted to ask the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Relations to wrap up the conversation.
Minister, is your mic not working? Let's try it. Let's try it. Please press it. Minister, go. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'd given you the. Okay.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Sir, I would like to thank all the honorable members who have contributed to this. Concerning the leader of opposition, I fully agree with the historical background which has been given concerning our contribution, the Malawi contribution to South Africa, and the historical background which has been given also by others in terms of the role that Malawi played during the independence of South Africa. I would like to assure you that the diplomatic dialogue which has been involved by our President, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, together with Cyril Ramaphosa, has dwelt in these issues, and also at the present moment ourselves, as you know, Malawi is chair of the SADC organ on politics, defense, and security cooperation, and has sent a request to SADC Secretariat to initiate a fact-finding mission whose outcome will guide the next steps for SADC on the matter. This is very important, especially as you know, the future is that we have to look in terms of economic integration and so on. So I think this SADC mission will look into all these things. I should also like to refer, I would also like to refer to the honorable member for Zimba North, who raised issues about the women and other things which we do for those who had died and suffered in different ways. I would like to inform the honorable members that with respect to social psycho support, DODMA has put in place a technical team from different stakeholders who are providing different types of support to the returnees, which includes smooth reintegration into society. And I personally was also at the Kamuzu Stadium in Blantyre and even at Mwanza, and I saw the type of counseling which was done at that time. And as you may recall, even in the speech that I made, I told the people that in their various communities they should take advantage of the MEDIF loan. And of course, we know also that we'll be rolling out on the Constituency Development Fund, the 5 billion at a later stage, and these people will also take advantage of it. Finally, I would also, it has also been mentioned by others in terms of what other things in terms of economic integration. I would like to refer you to the program of the, which has been initiated and which is still in place of building these technical colleges. We know that the people who are coming have got a lot of skills, and so some of these can be inculcated in our technical colleges as teachers, and others will be encouraged to start their own businesses and employ Malawians. So rest assured that as far as the government is concerned, we are doing everything possible to make sure that these are integrated. Finally, Right Honorable Speaker, I would say that we cannot, it's not in the best interest of the human rights principle to stop people from leaving the country. We know all over the world that people, even those developed countries, people leave the country to other countries for greener pastures, for different activities. But what is there is that we have to control and ensure that before they leave, they should have at least a place where they will be employed or whatever. And I think that is what we are currently doing, because the problem which we have in South Africa is of people who were found without any documentation. So you are fighting against a system, and you cannot justify somebody who has no legal documents. This is the issue and the dialogue which we are also going to be engaged with the authorities, taking into account the historical aspects which are brilliantly analyzed here. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, and I thank all of you for your sympathy and your contribution, and I'm sure that you also support the budget which we have called for Dodma. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs. I see Honorable Minister of Gender, and then I also see the leader. Discuss, please. Leader of the House. The Minister of Gender,
Right Honorable Speaker.
Minister of Gender, your mic, please. Your mic, yeah.
Well, in the interest of respecting women, I will leave the floor for now to the Minister of Gender. Apologies, Right Honorable Speaker.
I expected that. Thank you, Leader of the House. Minister of Gender, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Allow me to thank the Honorable Leader for granting me the floor to comment a word or two on the issue that has been responded by the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs. Right Honorable Speaker, firstly, I would like to thank the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs for his statement ably delivered and for his responses, assuring honorable members on the issue regarding to returnees from South Africa. Honorable Speaker, I would like also to thank the Minister for his efforts in ensuring that all returnees are safely home. As Minister responsible for social welfare, I would like to thank the Honorable Member for Nzimba North for her questions regarding to issues of psychosocial counseling, family tracing. Honorable Member, my ministry is providing psychosocial support to all returnees right there at the border. And we are also helping all returnees in family tracing and reunification. My ministry is working hand in hand with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs through DODMA. And very shortly, we'll have a roundtable discussion to see how best we can handle all returnees by providing them with psychosocial support like social cash transfer to help rebuild their lives with dignity. So I would like to assure you, my sister, that we are doing all what we can, ensuring that our brothers and sisters are safe and are also getting enough support from the government. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Minister of Gender, for that update. Yes, Leader of the House.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. I beg to move that the order paper be further varied in order for us to tackle government business A, Roman numeral 1. The Honorable Minister of Local Government to present a statement on the actualizing APM's dream of one Malawi through equal and evenly distribution of public resources, a case of the defined CDF and its preparedness. I beg to move.
Thank you, Leader of the House. Honourable members, we have a motion on the floor as announced by the Leader of the House that we vary the order paper in order to allow Minister of Local Government to present a ministerial statement. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it and the motion is carried.
Government business, ministerial statement, Roman numeral number 1. The Honorable Minister of Local Government and Rural Development to present a statement on the actualizing APM's dream of one Malawi through equal and evenly distribution of public resources, the case of refined CDF and its preparedness.
Thank you. Minister of Local Government, proceed.
Right, Honorable Speaker, good morning. I rise to present a ministerial statement on the implementation of the Reformed Constituency Development Fund, CDF, of which I've entitled The Actualization of APM's Dream of One Malawi Through Equal and Evenly Distribution of Public Resources, a case of the reformed CDF and its preparedness. Right, Honorable Speaker, at the outset, allow me to reaffirm the government's unwavering commitment to decentralization, accountable governance, and inclusive socio-economic development. The reformed CDF is one of the flagship initiatives of the government aimed at accelerating service delivery and ensuring that development reaches every constituency in a transparent, equitable, and sustainable manner. Right Honorable Speaker, sir, the reformed CDF was introduced to address weaknesses identified in the previous implementation framework while strengthening accountability, transparency, technical oversight, and citizen participation. Under the new arrangement, development planning and implementation are anchored within the local council structure, thereby reinforcing the principle of decentralization and ensuring that the public resources are managed in accordance with the Public Finance Management Act and other applicable laws. The reform also seeks to ensure that projects financed under the fund are community-driven, technically sound, climate resilient, and capable of delivering lasting socio-economic benefits. Right Honorable Speaker, the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development has registered significant progress towards the rolling out of the fund. This ministerial statement, therefore, provides an update on the state of preparedness and an update on the progress made this far. The development of the reformed CDF guidelines. The Ministry of Finance, Economic Planning and Decentralization, and the Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, together with the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, jointly finalized the reformed CDF guidelines, of which now it provides the framework for the implementation of the funds. Since the approval of the reformed CDF framework, the Ministry has made significant progress in preparing for the full implementation of the fund. Comprehensive implementation guidelines covering planning, budgeting, procurement, financial management, project implementation, monitoring, reporting, and accountability have been developed and disseminated to all local authorities and key stakeholders. 2. Dissemination of the reformed CDF guidelines. Mr. Speaker, sir, my ministry has disseminated the reformed CDF guidelines to district commissioners, chief executive officers, directors of local authorities, members of parliament, and council members. This was done to prepare the local authorities for the implementation of the CDF. The dissemination was meant to set the tone and align the planning, identification, and implementation of the projects to the government's direction. 3. Dissemination of the CDF guidelines to the governance structures. Mr. Speaker, sir, my ministry has further disseminated the reformed CDF guidelines to the area development committees and constituency development committees. Mr. Speaker, sir, this was done to ensure that governance structures are well aware of the roles and the identification of projects and support management towards the school bursaries, youth and women loans. Number 4, opening of the reformed CDF accounts. Mr. Speaker, sir, local authorities have opened the CDF bank accounts to facilitate implementation of the CDF projects with support from the Accountant General's Department. The local authorities is, as far as fiduciary role is concerned, they are ready to implement the CDF as early as yesterday. The local authorities were funded preliminary funds in the month of May 2026 to support the local authorities to undertake identification processes, meaning the funds on the CDF have started trickling down to the councils. However, some local authorities had challenges to access the funds. My ministry engaged the Accountant General Department to resolve the matters. Number 5, capacity development in local authorities. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development identified the capacity development in local authorities as key issue that needed to be resolved. The ministry sought approval to fill all existing vacancies for the key headship positions. The ministry has since filled 13 directors of economic planning and development, 18 directors of public works, 12 chief procurement officers, and 8 directors of human resource and administration. The ministry has facilitated the recruitment process of 680 constituency development personnel, which comprising assistants of constituency assistant accountants, works supervisors, and assistant procurement officers. Interviews were conducted on the 29th of June 2026, and the results are expected by 10 of July 2026. In addition, the ministry has sought authority to recruit 36 internal auditors to strengthen the internal control systems across local authorities. My ministry has also submitted to the Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning a request for authority to recruit officers to fill vacant positions in local authorities, particularly within the directors of economic planning and development and public works. The request further includes key technical positions such as district environmental officers, procurement officers, and other essential professional staff. Thank you. Mr. Speaker, sir, the recruitment of these officers is intended to strengthen the institutional and technical capacity of the local authorities, thereby ensuring that the directorates are fully staffed and able to effectively discharge the statutory mandates. This initiative will enhance project planning, procurement, environmental management, supervision of infrastructure projects, and overall service delivery, thereby supporting the successful implementation of the reformed Constituency Development Fund and other decentralized development programs. 6, governance structures. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Ministry has further facilitated the constitution of the Constituency Development Committees, CDCs, in all constituencies. The CDCs are critical. It's a critical committee for the prioritization of the projects at the constituency level. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Ministry has oriented all CDCs and some members of the ADCs across the country to prepare them for the roles of identifying the projects under CDF. This is one of the critical committees in as far as the implementation of the CDF is concerned. My ministry has further oriented district commissioners and chief executive officers, service committees of finance and audit, and public works of the councils to prepare them for the task. Preparation of the architecture designs and BOQs. My ministry has finalized the review and standardization of the architecture designs and bill of quantities BOQs for the projects most commonly implemented under the reformed Constituency Development Fund, CDF. The adoption of these standard designs and BOQs will enable local authorities to implement projects using uniform specifications and realistic cost estimates, thereby minimizing cost variation for similar projects across the country. This represents a major milestone in the rollout of the reformed CDF. The standardized designs will enhance the quality and consistency of infrastructure, improved efficiency in project implementation, facilitate effective supervision, and ensure greater value for money in utilizing the public resources. Identification of projects under CDF. Mr. Speaker, sir, local authorities have completed constituency planning process and preparedness for project proposals through participation of structures such as area development committees, village development committees, constituency development committees, councillors, members of parliament and other stakeholders were involved. The local authorities have since prepared projects for the implementation in the year to come. Mr. Speaker, sir, most of the local authorities have started the procurement process and some are at an awarding stage as we speak at the moment. School bursaries. Mr. Speaker, sir, the ministry has worked closely with the Ministry of Education to develop comprehensive guidelines for the administration of the bursaries under the reformed Constituency Development Fund. Honourable members are well aware that they frequently receive requests from the needy students seeking financial support to pursue their education. The school bursary guidelines will be circulated to all local authorities ready for implementation in the coming calendar year. To ensure transparency, fairness, and community participation, the guidelines incorporate the existing local governance structures in the identification and selection of beneficiaries. CDF dashboard. Mr. Speaker, sir, the government fully recognizes that the success of the reformed CDF depends on transparency, accountability, and prudent financial management. To strengthen the oversight and enhance accountability, the ministry has developed a reformed CDF digital dashboard to facilitate real-time monitoring of projects implementation by local authorities. The dashboard prototype has been completed and is currently undergoing testing using project data submitted by local authorities. It is expected to be officially launched during the month of July, to be specific, in the coming week. Once operational, the dashboard will enable members of parliament, local authorities, and other stakeholders to monitor the implementation status of their projects, procurement processes, and financial performance of the projects in real time, thereby strengthening transparency and public accountability. Youth and women loans. Mr. Speaker, sir, with regards to the women and youth loans programs under the refined CDF, I wish to inform this August House that in accordance with the approved guidelines, the loans will be administered constituency by constituency through the Malawi Enterprise Development Fund, MEDEF. The identification of beneficiaries will follow a structured and transparent process beginning at the Village Development Committee, progress through the Area Development Committee, ADC, and subsequently being consolidated at the Constituency Development Committee before being submitted for authority at the district level and onwards for disbursement by MEDEF. Mr. Speaker, sir, I am also pleased to report that the standard operating procedures for the administration of the loans have been finalized. The ministry, working in collaboration with MEDEF, will shortly commence orientation for local authorities and on the implementation of stakeholders to ensure smooth implementation of the program. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Ministry of Finance, Economic Planning and Decentralization has already disbursed resources to MEDEF for revolving loans. Monthly coordination meetings. Mr. Speaker, sir, recognizing the strategic importance of CDF in accelerating local development, my ministry has adopted enhanced implementation and oversight measures to ensure the successful rollout of the program, and this includes holding monthly virtual meetings to review with all chief executive and DCs and to monitor implementation projects, conduct regular virtual meetings with procurement officers to make sure they align with aspirations of members of the community, strengthen monitoring, evaluation, and reporting systems across local authorities. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Reformed Constituency Development Fund represents a transformative shift in the financing and delivery of local development. It places communities at the center of development planning, whilst it strengthens as well transparency, accountability, technical oversight, and citizens' participation. Through these reforms, government has laid a firm foundation for efficient and sustainable implementation for Constituency Development Fund projects which will improve livelihood of our people. I therefore wish to assure the August House and the people of Malawi that government remains fully committed to ensure the successful implementation of the CDF. We shall continue to work closely with Parliament, local authorities, traditional authorities, development partners, civil society organizations, and our communities to ensure that every kwacha allocated under the fund is delivered to the last benefit of Malawians. I therefore call upon all members of Parliament to support the implementation of the CDF and to ensure their constituencies and activity participation in these projects identified are not supply-driven, but rather demand-driven. Let me, Mr. Speaker, sir, as I conclude, say the following. The roles of Ministry of Finance is, among others, to mobilize resources, to monitor use as the guidelines provided, disburse resources, and provide guidance for the prudent use of the same, whilst my ministry is an implementing agent for the government. I submit and thank the whole House. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister of Local Government. Honourable members, I see Lilongwe City Lumbazi. You have the floor.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, sir, for recognizing the people of Lumbadzi, our constituency, to actually make a comment from the statement made by the Minister of Local Government. But allow me, first of all, Right Honorable Speaker, sir, to, I'm sure you might have already been informed, but just to reinforce the information that we have visitors in your galley and they're coming from my constituency. Thank you so much. I would like to, first of all, thank the Minister of Local Government for the statement that has been ably presented in this August House. I would like to, first of all, indicate, Honorable Speaker, sir, that I think the issue of reform the Constituency Development Fund has been said time and again. And I would like to confirm that indeed the guidelines have been circulated even to our council. The constituency development committees have actually been put in place, and that includes my own constituency. And that right now, all that we are eager to see is the allocation of resources for the projects to commence. We would like to indicate, Right Honorable Speaker, sir, that this budget that we are talking in reference commenced on 1st April 2026, and today is 7th July. And that indicates that almost a full quarter has elapsed without any sign of development on the ground because of lack of resources. So it pleases me that the Honorable Minister is assuring this House that very, very shortly the launch of the whole program would actually take place. The people out there do think that as members of Parliament, there's nothing that we are doing in terms of development, considering that a whole quarter has lapsed. And it's my plea, Right Honorable Speaker, sir, to the government, through the Minister of Local Government, that the much needed funding should actually be expedited. And just a matter of a comment, that would require maybe a response from the Honorable Minister of Local Government. In my constituency, I think just last week, the officials from Lilongwe City Council came to present to us a contractor who is constructing a part of a road based on the resources that were left last time. And during that time, I requested the officials to also provide to us, particularly myself as an MP, the contract agreement that was presented to the contractor by the officials of the ministry. Surprisingly, I was informed in my own eyes that I'm not entitled to actually have a copy of that particular contract. And yet, I am supposed to provide oversight responsibility based on guidelines that have been provided into that particular document. And so I would wish to ask the minister to provide guidance on this, because how would I provide oversight responsibility when I don't have a single guideline for me to question whether things are going in accordance with what was agreed or not? But other than that, Right Honorable Speaker, sir, I think we commend the Minister for his statement, and our request as members of Parliament here is that the process of funding should be expedited. With these few remarks, I thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for recognizing the people of Lumbadzi to make a contribution on the ministerial statement. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lilongwe Lumbadzi. Let me take this opportunity to also announce that Lilongwe Site Lumbadzi today did not come alone. He has brought with him pupils from Chantambe Primary School. I'm sure they're up there. Chantambe Primary School, please stand. There are 45 of them. We thank you, Honorable, for bringing us our students to observe the proceedings. Thank you so much, Chantambe Primary School, for coming to visit us. Thank you once again. You may take a seat. Honourable members, we proceed with Nkatabe Chinteche. Before Nkatabe Chinteche starts speaking, let me announce that Honorable Chirazulu Masanjara, are you in here? Please stand. Honorable Chirazulu Masanjara today has brought for us copies of the Bible for each one of us in here. So these Bibles are at the information desk. On your way out, please pick up your Bible. I hope it will do some magic on the Zakasina. Thank you so much, Chirazulu Masaja. Nkata Bejiteje, you may proceed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for granting a chance to Nkata Bejiteje to seek a clarification from the Minister of Local Government. First of all, let me thank the Minister of Local Government for a comprehensive statement. Not that I was in doubt that you give a comprehensive statement, because he always does that. So thank you, Honorable Minister. Honorable Minister, I want to seek some clarification from you and by extension to Minister of Health. You know, in my constituency, we've got two big projects. There's a health post, which was being constructed under the money that was given by the American government. And now I understand that there are no funds, understandably so, to continue that project. And again, we've got a theater at Chinteche Hospital. So I wanted to find out whether there have been official handovers from the central government to the local governments that these projects can be continued under CDF, because CDF, as we all know it, has got enough money to continue or to finish these projects. I just wanted to find out that, because obviously the councils may not be aware that they can take over these projects. They will still be looking to the central government to complete these projects. I thank you very much, Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Nkatabe Chinteche. I see a point of order. Zimba West.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Good afternoon. I am rising on a point of order, but in a way to just add weight to Katabe Chinteche in seeking clarification from the Minister on how we are supposed to go about the ongoing projects. Taking my own case in Mzimba West, where we had proposed and they were appraised projects which were ongoing, rehabilitation of Kabafu Health Center and Maridadi Health Center. While not yet official, we are being informed that these are not eligible for CDF. We would like to get guidance from the Minister over this. I submit, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. I'm sure the Honorable Minister is taking notes and he will respond after we come back from lunch. But for now, I want him to take the questions and prepare the answers so that when he comes after lunch, he can respond. Let me now recognize Deta Kasina.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, for recognizing people of the Zagasina to ask questions to the Minister of Local Government. Let me first congratulate him for the good statement. I know him as a man of God. If anything, it's not him facing these challenges of finances. But still more, I'll ask the Minister of Local Government what mechanism have you put in place that while you are managing this centrally, but the contractors who will be managing, who will be doing the works in our constituencies are paid timely? I know several contractors, and I know how the government is blocked to pay some of the its issues. So how are you going to ensure that the CDF projects are prioritized and being paid to? Other than that, also through you, this Right Honorable Speaker, in terms of value for money, we have seen some of the estimations in our councils. The BOQs, they are trying to put just as estimation. You see the figures to be more of exorbitant figures, which are not realistic in nature, that they can cost some of these projects. How are you going to ensure that the contractors and your officials at the castle level, they are putting in at contractual fee or amount which is very friendly and fair, so that the money can do a lot of work and a lot of projects in our castles, Chair. But also very lastly, our brothers who are coming from South Africa, there have been a lot of commitments from government who are promising them that welcome home, there's 5 billion, you are going to have a share out of it to have business. I don't know if this is the same 100 million for the youth and women empowerment, because some of the people coming from South Africa, they are not qualifying to be youth. So can the Minister of Local Government come and clarify on that one? I submit, Right Honorable Speaker.
Deta Kasina, are you done? Thank you. I'm sure the Minister has taken note. I wanted to give Zomba Marosa, but I'm looking at the time. Can you be quicker than usual? Okay. Thank you, Zomba Marosa. You have the floor.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, for giving people of Zomba Marosa a chance to ask the Minister of Local Government a question pending on his report. I would want to ask him about us, like my constituency. My constituency is in the rural area where the road terrains are bad and it cannot accommodate tractors or whatever, those GB, something, the Namacheni things. Now, looking at the guidelines, it does not allow people in the constituency to use hose like in road shaping. I would want to ask him to consider some of our constituencies in the guidelines that maybe our people can use hose just to restructure the roads, because using machinery, it's going to destroy a lot of things. So that was my question, Right Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Zomba Marosa. Honourable members, it is now 12:30. Lunch hour. Therefore, I will suspend the House for lunch and up to 2 o'clock. House suspended.
Osaiwala kupanga subscribe ku channel ya AMTV Malawi.